Hey everyone, I'm Matt. Welcome to my shop. Back here behind me I have my Kubota MX5100. That's what we're going to be working on today. I've had this tractor for quite some time, I think 14 years, 13 years, somewhere around there. It's been a pretty reliable machine for me, no major issues with it, but right now it is bleeding. That's a big puddle of Kubota's UDT hydraulic fluid that's pooling underneath this side of the front axle. Let me explain what's going on here. These tractors have a conventional differential in the front, and then a shaft comes out here, and they have these additional reduction out here in these portal boxes. There's a bevel gear that goes through this knuckle right here, and there's a big huge seal right in this pivot point here, and that is what is leaking. Now Kubota fills these front axles with their UDT hydraulic fluid. I actually spoke with a shop that works on these tractors, and they tell me that they actually refill these with gear oil, which limits how much these things leak in the future. So I think I'm going to do that this time. I do actually have a few gallons of the UDT, but this stuff's really expensive. 2.5 gallons cost me 120 bucks. So gear oil would be a lot cheaper, and I really don't see a problem with that because this isn't high speed. I'm not on the highway or anything like that, and there's nothing special in here. There's no hydraulics or anything. It's just standard gear meshes. So anyway, we're going to get to it. We're going to pull this thing apart. I think I have everything that I need, and hopefully this is just a few hour long project. Good thing it's only launched into low Earth orbit and not high Earth orbit. Problem is there's a lip built up right here of dirt and grime where that cap was sitting, and the bearing won't slide past that. There we go. Well, the next part of this I can't really show with the camera, but there's another snap ring that's deep inside of here. I got to kind of do by feel, and that's what is holding this knuckle from sliding down here. Oh, yes. Oh, that was a huge pain in the butt. Just don't want to drop this giant thing. I'm glad I have that safety strap on there. Could have dropped this thing right on the floor. Oh. Man. Now let's take a look at this. So this is the seal that is the culprit right here. And this is the sealing surface. This thing is massively gunked up with stuff. I'm gonna have to do a bit of cleanup on that. But bearings and everything look okay, so. All right, I'll do some cleanup and then see if we can get this old seal out of here. Probably gonna be a destructive removal process. It's all muddy there. It's my penance for using the tractor as an excavator. I think I got most of the crap out of there. Now I don't have a seal driver this large. This is a pretty big seal. So I'm just going to use the old careful ball peen hammer method on this one. I'm just lubricating this backside up. Hopefully it'll keep any future corrosion from happening. And while I got the gooey finger, do the same thing over here on the knuckle itself. And the grease on here, at least to me, is more of a corrosion and foreign material inhibitor than anything else. This will hopefully limit how quickly this seal deteriorates. This isn't an impossible job, but it's not a very fun one either. not seated yet. Oh, click. Heard that click. Oh, there we go. All right. Oh, yuck. Each of these portal boxes has a drain on the bottom and then this vent here, and then on the other side there's an axle vent right there. I don't have a shop manual for this, but it makes sense to me that all those vents, they're all at the same height. I think they all need to be removed while I'm filling this. Otherwise air is going to prevent the oil from working its way into the portal boxes. So we'll remove all those vents and we'll start topping it off with oil. Well, I think that does it. After moving it around just a little bit, I see no signs of leakage there. And I mean, if I parked it for 5 minutes before, there would be a puddle underneath the wheel. So I'd say that this side is good. Well guys, thanks for following along on my Kubota repair video. I do have some exciting news right here behind me. My lift is about 95% installed. The only thing I have left to do is fill it with hydraulic fluid and then pull a 10 gauge piece of Romex across the ceiling and down into the breaker box. Those are the only things that are left. then the lift is going to be operational. So did set up the cameras for that, and that video will be coming out next week. So thanks for following along, guys, and we will catch you on the next video.